Looking for cross-play games to play with friends? Here are the best cross-platform games on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Billed as a spin-off to the beloved looter-shooter franchise, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is an action RPG first-person shooter that plays very similarly to Borderlands. Set in a fantasy-themed tabletop world, it sees you and up to 3 friends navigating an overworld with random combat encounters and quests. The game features 6 unique character classes that can be upgraded using hero points, as well as outfitted with a wide range of procedurally generated weapons. If you enjoy Borderlands' flavor of looter-shooter gameplay, Tiny Tina's is an absolute must-play with built-in cross-platform functionality. Overcooked All You Can Eat. Overcooked All You Can Eat bundles the first 2 games in the series with new remastered content and cross-play support between PC and consoles. Presented as a competitive co-op cooking game, it sees up to 4 players collaborating to prepare and cook food orders in unconventional kitchen setups. Levels feature different workstations designated for everyday cooking tasks like chopping, frying, and plating, along with obstacles and hazards to consider. One might see you hurling onions at a teammate from across a moving truck, while another has you dodging attacks from kitchen ghosts. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. If you want to play a crossplay PvP game with a dark aesthetic, then Bloodhunt is a great option that will satisfy your inner vampire. Set in the beloved Vampire the Masquerade universe, it sees players facing off in battle royale-inspired vampire fights for control over the European city of Prague. Players can wield different weapons and supernatural powers against opponents, as well as customize and expand their vampire's wardrobe with cool cosmetics. Considering it's free to play and well supported on both PC and PS5, there's really nothing to lose by checking the game out and seeing if it's right for you. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is a colorful platforming battle royale that sees up to 60 players competing in easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master mini-games. Some rounds are modeled after physical game show challenges, while others are inspired by classic 3D platformers. During each mini-game, players are tasked with traversing tricky obstacle courses and sometimes working together with teammates to score the most points. The real joy comes from interactions with other players that highlight the game's intentionally clumsy controls and physics, which are designed to trip you up. Destiny 2. As far as looter shooters go, Destiny 2 has had its share of ups and downs throughout its many seasons, with the recent Witch Queen among one of the better updates. In it, players pick from Titan, Warlock, and Hunter classes before setting out into the world to explore and save the universe from multiple alien factions vying for power. The game features an assortment of planets to visit, each with distinct biomes, enemies, and activities to grind for experience, crafting materials, and loot. Outside of the main storyline, Destiny 2 offers free roaming exploration, public events, PvP modes, 6-player raids, and more crossplay compatible activities. Aliens Fireteam Elite. In Aliens Fireteam Elite, 3 players team up to explore infested space colonies filled with a host of hostile enemies, including androids and xenomorph aliens. There are 5 classes with unique specializations to pick from, and players can unlock additional weapons, abilities, and customizations by leveling up in the campaign. From a gameplay perspective, it plays similarly to games like Left 4 Dead or Aliens Colonial Marines for a more in-franchise comparison. While the ability to play online with friends is cool, Fireteam Elite tacks on crossplay support as well. Chivalry 2. The sequel to Torn Banner Studios' satisfyingly bloody first-person sword fighting game adds crossplay support between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Similar to the original, players participate in gruesome medieval battles, complete with gut-wrenching screams and bloody beheadings. Chivalry 2 ups the ante by adding new gameplay features such as horse riding, more fluid animations, and immersive 64-player battles. Combat has also been revamped to provide players with more choices and encourage creative playstyles using an array of medieval weapons. Star Wars Squadrons. As if Star Wars wasn't big enough already, the franchise has continued to expand its presence in film, TV, and video games. Instead of wielding lightsabers, Star Wars Squadrons is a space combat game that casts you as the pilot of both New Republic and Galactic Empire starfighters. In addition to the single-player game, Squadrons features online multiplayer with cross-play support across PC and consoles. This means you can party up with friends as you battle enemy factions in space and unlock new weapons and upgrades for your ship. Genshin Impact. Although Genshin Impact may share many visual and gameplay similarities with Zelda Breath of the Wild, its gacha reward system and fast-paced combat make it feel like an entirely different beast. Unlocking characters, especially the really good ones, requires you to grind a lot, though you can also dump money into the game and hope you get lucky. Considering it's free to play and supports cross-platform multiplayer, why not bring some friends along for the ride to make grinding feel less tedious? And since Genshin Impact currently features 20+ playable characters, you and your friends can all try out different team combinations and find the most effective ones. Call of Duty Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone is the franchise's second attempt at rallying behind the popularity of battle royales, with Black Ops 4 Blackout being the first. However, this time around, it's a standalone game that's free to play, even if you don't own a copy of Modern Warfare, which is excellent news considering the game also supports crossplay. Where Warzone differs from other battle royales is its addition of the Gulag, a prison where players spawn after they've been killed and duke it out for a chance to respawn and join their team. Combine this with the ability to bring back teammates by spending in-game cash at buy stations, and your squad's chances of winning are significantly increased. Fortnite. You can't deny Fortnite's dominance over both the Battle Royale and free-to-play categories, as the game continues to add new content across multiple seasons. The formula is well known by now. Players explore a shrinking map where they'll have to loot, shoot, and build their way to victory. The addition of daily challenges and a continually shifting map has made the game's most popular mode also one of the most replayable free-to-play experiences around. That's before even mentioning the fact that it supports crossplay and is jam-packed with crossover events themed around high-profile properties like Marvel and DC Comics. Rocket League. In addition to offering crossplay, Rocket League has managed to amass a large community that's only grown in size since developer Psyonix made the game free to play. Best described as a cross between vehicular combat and soccer, it sees two teams competing to score the most goals before the clock runs out. It's a simple yet effective formula that provides hours of enjoyment for no cost, aside from custom vehicle skins which are totally optional. Despite its close proximity to esports, Rocket League can still be enjoyed casually, making it great for gamers of all ages. Minecraft. We're all pretty familiar with the Minecraft formula by now. Break blocks and use them to construct tools, weapons, food, decorative items, just about anything you can imagine. While Minecraft is already pretty fun solo, meeting up with a friend playing on a different system using crossplay creates even more opportunities for adventure. The survival sandbox's appeal is made even better by messing around with mods, which can drastically change the experience visually and gameplay-wise. Flexible in-game goals, an excellent soundtrack, and addictive gameplay make it one of the best and most relaxing games around. Dauntless. Dauntless offers Monster Hunter-style gameplay without the monetary barrier to entry and throws in cross-platform support to sweeten the pot. The free-to-play action RPG sees you hunting down a variety of powerful creatures called behemoths in fast-paced battles set in exotic biomes. Tracking and hunting down each behemoth presents a unique challenge determined by the monster's distinct attack patterns and behaviors. Much like Capcom's popular Monster Slayer, Dauntless rewards each hunt with various materials that can be used to craft and upgrade gear. Paladins. Since its launch, the free-to-play game Paladins has repeatedly been accused of stealing Overwatch's mojo, despite being in development long before Blizzard even announced their game. Whether or not you think Hi-Rez copied Blizzard's homework or vice versa, there's no denying the two have a lot in common, though Paladins is currently the only one supporting crossplay. While Paladins modes owe more to MOBAs than shooters, even Overwatch fans will feel right at home in 5v5 modes like Siege, Team Deathmatch, and Onslaught. The game features a diverse roster of over 40 heroes called champions, as well as a unique deck building system that lets you make fine-tune adjustments to your character's playstyle. Hearthstone. There's a couple of good reasons why Blizzard's Card Battler remains one of the most popular deck-building games on the market. For one, Blizzard has always focused on making Hearthstone appealing to a broad demographic of players, even those who typically don't play card games. Additionally, the game features an easy-to-read UI, engaging animation and sound design, matches with consistent pacing, and a slew of card expansions released throughout the years. Add the fact that it's free to play and supports crossplay across PC, Android, and Apple devices, and it's easy to see why it's still the go-to deck builder for many players. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has come a long way since its controversial 2016 release, which saw the game panned for less than honest marketing on the part of Hello Games lead director Sean Murray. However, the developer has spent the last 4 years adding player-requested features ranging from base building to crossplay multiplayer and mod support, resulting in a resurgence of popularity. It also helps that the NMS engine has been redesigned and upgraded over the years, ensuring it runs buttery smooth on just about any machine. Other refinements such as better procedural generation and broader mission selection have resulted in a much more engaging and varied experience for returning players than those who never left. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is an online multiplayer game where 4 players, the survivors, work together to escape from a deadly entity controlled by a 5th player, the killer. The survivor's main goal is to make it out of the map alive by completing specific tasks, namely repairing power generators that allow access to an escape hatch. Meanwhile, the killer can roam the map, searching for any signs of nearby survivors, such as listening for the sound of a generator being mended. It all makes for a heart-pounding survival game that benefits from being able to rescue teammates after they're captured, a wide selection of playable characters, and cross-platform matchmaking. Among Us. Among Us is another asymmetrical multiplayer game for 4 to 10 players. In it, 1 to 3 people become imposter aliens, while the rest are innocent human crewmates. If you're an imposter, your goal is to turn the other players against each other as you take them out one by one. Crewmates have to try and sleuth out the traitors and complete tasks. It has a very approachable difficulty level and supports crossplay across various systems, including PC, smartphones, and even consoles. If you don't have a full group of friends to play with, you can always try looking on Discord or Reddit or just join a random lobby and start typing in the chat. Apex Legends. Apex Legends continues to prove itself within the battle royale space, with many putting it up right beside or even above, depending who you ask, its 2 biggest competitors, Fortnite and PUBG. The game's top-notch quality isn't that surprising when you consider it was created by Respawn, who by now is a seasoned veteran in the shooter space with 2 Titanfall games under their belt. After dropping squads of 3 players onto a map, the game quickly becomes a mad dash to find the best weapon and gear you can as a circle around you closes. Additional quality of life improvements such as cross-play support, solo matchmaking, teammate respawns, and cinematic kill screens help keep the game feeling fresh and accessible to all. Thanks guys for watching our video. Clicking a like button is the best way you can help us to show your appreciation. We'd really be grateful for that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. We'll see you guys next time.